Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Naifi. How are you? Okay, don't forget to subscribe so that you join us in this very interesting channel. Okay, I am going to talk about letting go. Letting go. Another way to say it is deciding to quit. Deciding to quit. I am going to illustrate this topic with the frog. We all know what frog is. Yeah, the frog that stays inside the water. Okay. When you get a vessel, pour water inside it, put a frog and put it on fire. Frogs adjust to temperature to some extent. Okay. As the temperature of the water begins to rise, the frog begins to adjust to the new temperature. As it keeps rising, the frog keeps adjusting to the temperature. Okay, just when the water is about to reach the boiling stage, remember the frog has been adjusting as the water was coming up, adjusting as the water was coming up. Then just when the water was about to reach the boiling stage, the frog could not adjust anymore to that temperature because it has expended all the strength it had in trying to adjust to the new temperature. So the frog tries to jump out, but at this point it didn't have any strength anymore to jump out, and eventually the boiling water killed the frog. Okay, it was unable to jump out because of all the adjustment. At the end of the day, when it sensed danger and tried to jump out, it had lost all its strength adjusting in the beginning, adjusting with the rising water temperature. It had lost all its strength. Very soon the frog dies. I'm going to ask you a question. What killed the frog? Is it the boiling water that killed the frog, or what? I know many of us will say it is the boiling water. But the truth about what killed the frog is its own inability to decide when to jump. Its own inability to decide when to jump out of that boiling water while it can. It kept adjusting. It kept adjusting. At last, it couldn't jump out because there was no longer strength in it. It had finished the strength throughout all those adjustments and eventually died. The frog's inability to jump out when it could is what killed the frog, not the boiling water. Not the boiling water, yes, but if the frog had jumped out during one of those stages of adjustment, it wouldn't have died. My dear, we all need to adjust to people and situations, but we need to be sure when we need to adjust and when we need to move on. Yes, it's good to adjust to people and situations so that nobody will say that you are impossible. But there is a limit to what a person can take. We need to know when to keep adjusting and when to jump out so that we will not die like the frog. There are times when we need to face the situation and take appropriate action. There are situations you meet There are people you meet. You need to stand up and take action. You need to make a decision. You need to tell yourself, am I staying or am I going? Should I move on or should I keep adjusting like the frog? There are situations you meet and you must take that decision. You must take that decision. If we allow people to exploit us physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, mentally, my dear, they will continue to do so. They will continue to milk you. They will continue to grab and grab and grab and grab. There is a limit, there is an extent to which you allow people to exploit you emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, um, sorry, financially and mentally. I hope you know all these things boils down to the mental health. There is an extent, there is a limit. They will continue to do so. The bad part of it is that when you keep yourself that way, people will continue to milk you. They will never stop. You are the one that will say enough is enough. You are the one that will keep adjusting and adjusting. At a point, you jump out. Not before your strength fails you, but while you can, you jump out of that vessel, just like the frog tries to do, but die because of its inability to know when to jump out and when to keep adjusting. Therefore, let us decide when to jump out. And let us jump out while we still have the strength. Let us jump out while we still have the strength. The frog had no more strength to jump out. The frog kept adjusting and couldn't jump out anymore, and he died. Please do not die like the frog. Do not die for anyone like the frog. Know when to move on. Know when to say enough is enough. Know when to stop adjusting. Know when to protect your mental health. Know when to protect your spirituality. Know when to protect your finances. Know when to protect your emotions. Do not die like the frog. Move on while you still can. Until another time, it is bye from Knifey.